Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Herbert off of play action. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They snap it to Herbert, and this is caught. That's Watkins. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. The Chargers at 2-7 now on the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them.
Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Ron Thornhill. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Still in the first quarter, but what a great start for them. I mean, they've controlled the airways, Charles, on both sides. They had the passing touchdown. Then they intercept the pass of the other squad and take it back for another score.
Brandon, I know we have a ton of time left, but what an early backbreaker they just delivered. They're up early, and they appear to be totally dialed in. And that offense, they're forced to run right back out, still shaking up a bit, but feeling the pressure to put something on the scoreboard. They've got to be careful here.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. There for the tackle was Trent McDuffie. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the 6th sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
On 2nd and goal, Mahomes. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
I certainly didn't like when he saw the ball from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defensive credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
3rd and goal at the 4-yard line. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And the first play will be a field goal try. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Chiefs' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Butker now to add the extra point. And it is now 21-0.
Next to score, Chiefs 21, Chargers 0. Harrison Butker at a kickoff for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, I feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
It'll go down as a gain of 6. And 3rd and 8 now.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
And they'll get to this and down it inside the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything, every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at him in order to try and get the upset win.
And he will have a Chiefs first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
Sure, yardage situation, you have to wonder if they thought they were just going to run it inside, but you have to be cognizant of the back slipping out of the backfield trying to find some open space, and that's exactly what he does to the tune of a first down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
They'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 on 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Throwing for his running back, he's got him complete. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City.
And look at this. It's a fake. And this is caught. And he gets
gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That goes for 15 yards on the fake, a first down, and a lot of fist pumps right now on that sideline. On play action, it's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
It's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
From the 41, Mahomes. They're leading the pressure, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. They'll set up to throw. Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
So the first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On first down, it's Herbert. And this is caught by Watkins for a Charger touchdown. From 21 yards away. And the Chargers are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Hopkins with the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Throwing now is Mahomes. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. On the move past the 40, down the right sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A big play there just before halftime. 46 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 2nd and 5 now. Mahomes. Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. Touchdown! Clyde Edwards-Helaire. In the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs will extend their lead here just before halftime. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 10. But he is not going to make it into the end zone. They stop him short. So they'll add only 6 as we come up on halftime. So time enough for a kick. First half. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead, and it's a fumble. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. A gutsy call there. Yates at the locker room with a lead. Tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They're already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now, to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down. They run right side with Hunt. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. So a false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Herbert now. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 32-yard line. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. That was Nick Bolton rushing in and burying him behind the line. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From his end zone, here comes Carter. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. And that one is his 2nd fumble loss. Not a good look out of your return man.
And not only does he hurt the momentum for his team or even change momentum of the game, but now they've got a decision to make on his own sideline. Does he continue to do that? Do you keep him in that role, or do you bring someone else in at this time? Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
From the 16, Mahomes. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game. But that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one... And now here's another interception. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. Bring it! And a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
The Charger drive about to get going. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll get this one running just shy of the 45-yard line. Hunt will try going up the middle. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Looking to throw on second down. Herbert going deep here for Watkins. And this is caught. He's got a touchdown. Quez Watkins, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Chargers are able to at least get one score back. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Mahomes now on 1st down. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. Past the 20. And all the way in for the Kansas City touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, 59 yards. And the Chiefs get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
No gain on the play. Brings up second down at the 16-yard line.
Throwing on second and long. Herbert. Flushed out right. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes it...
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And Mahomes is going to keep it. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Edwards-Helaire will take this one in. It's a Chiefs touchdown. Charles, in this win, they've really just had one speed, and that's been all out. They're still driving the ball downfield despite the circumstances and the big lead, and they just continue to find ways to get into the end zone. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 10. And the fake attempt here not going to work. Got a little yardage, but not enough to get to the goal line.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
From his end zone, here comes Carter. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Charger drive about to get going. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football who always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Herbert, he's going to look deep for Watkins. And got his man, complete. Touchdown, Chris Watkins, 79 yards. And the Chargers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. Oh, the Chargers are pointing, and they've got it. Great job by the kick team there to get the football, but also don't forget about the man that started it, the lonesome kicker himself.
I love that you brought him into it because he doesn't get nearly the attention he deserves. Oftentimes it's only when it's negative. In this case, he created a positive play for his team.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Play action. It's Herbert. Rolling to his left. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. That one caught by Carter. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Here's Herbert. And now here's another interception. interception. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead now. They have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps you.
And he's got him in. Complete. The 20, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Chiefs add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number one, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number two, if you are going to go for two, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
From his end zone, here comes Carter. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's... And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Chargers. Chris Watkins, 83 yards. And the Chargers are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Mahomes now on first down. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Well, up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That passing incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
That's caught inside the 20. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Butker on for the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Charger drive about to get going. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. That throw into the arms of Allen. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Out of the gun, Herbert. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Mahomes going to throw it here. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Butker now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Chargers 26. Harrison Butker at a kickoff for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And he returns this to the 22. Charger drive about to get going. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film. And now here's another interception. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. Fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for the Chiefs, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew.
Yeah, that my Brooklyn go see Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, grrr to the Riasi.